It only went worse when lockdown struck because I was living with people in town before I went homeless. My name is Geraldine Mouton. I initially am from Rustenberg. I was born here and raised here. My parents had a business in Rustenberg for 18 years until, I don't know, we obviously had challenges with teenage. I decided to be a little rebellious and I went my own way. But by the grace of God, my parents were able to sell their business and move to Durban when my daughter was kidnapped. So my kids are basically raised there, and I haven't really brought all of them here yet. In 2008, I got married due to the fact that I was pregnant, and unfortunately my ex-husband at this stage, his mother was on the church board and we were not married. So my family did not agree. Unfortunately, it at that time was a racial issue. But unfortunately, it turned to be abusive from my spouse's side. And you know, when you just done all you can and you just can't do it anymore, I went to go and apply for divorce in 2009 at Rustenberg Court Northwest. I submitted my divorce in 2009 and then I had to relocate out of Rustenberg with my children. So I had 5 years that I had no chance to attend to this because of my child's kidnapping, okay? And 2015, when I had no job at Sassa, left anymore and all that, I literally went to reapply for divorce because my degree of divorce has spelling errors on. I picked up certain things. I didn't study law or anything, but I looked at the simple things, like the case number and the spelling errors, and I was married in community of property, but yet I was divorced in 2014, but I can't draw my pension, which is legally mine, and things like that. So I picked up a few errors in it, and you know, many years ago, but I first prayed about it before I took anything on, because these are legal matters with our government, which not everybody takes on. I prayed for many years and he answered my prayers. I am here today because of that. They divorced me legally in court, apparently, on record, in Rustenberg Court. 2014, I was absent. I find that my divorce file is full of addresses I've never resided at, but they've only used registered post to get a hold of me, no direct delivery by the sheriff personally or anything. December 2019, I prayed to God after being in PE. I returned home from PE from a job where I was waitressing, to keep my children alive because maintenance doesn't get paid and my father didn't make them. So I was sending money home accordingly, but I couldn't make it anymore in PE due to unemployment again, and I returned home. God answered my prayers by giving me a bus ticket. And Sassa, just after I found the bus ticket, priced 190 Rand, and that was his sign to me that I should take my infant and go to Rustenberg myself because the court is unable to find the man that I divorced. So I need to get answers to my life because I can't even remarry, basically. So I managed to get a bus ticket for 190 Rand for the two of us, my infant and I, the last born, 3 years old currently. And I then came to Rustenberg with a bus from there. Trusting God for breakthrough, I went to legal aid for legal assistance in 2020, January. I was here. I approached legal aid. I was all over the place emotionally because dealing with unanswered things are aggravating. It only went worse when lockdown struck because I was living with people in town before I went homeless. The house was overcrowded. I had my baby with me. So I, for the safety of myself, removed myself from that household. We were overloaded, the food was too little. I used to contribute, but they used to cry. So I don't live like that. When my heart is disheartened, I won't be blessed. So I removed myself from the situation and my child, and I had to go home. And I returned and I went homeless. and I ended up in the shelter at Ben Marais. And this is when I prayed to God, and God gave me this landlord sent on my way to tell me that he will put up a place. I need to find a place to stay for 4 days, and he will then have this place erected for me if I buy materials with my Sassa money, my children's Sassa money. I think lockdown affected me the most in the areas of my life where I was emotionally challenged very much. Being alone, not having someone accompany me through this. Like a spouse at that stage. In the beginning, when I was alone with a kid, it was a lot to handle. They're toddlers at that stage. The mother's emotions are all over the place. You're homeless, you've got gonny bags on your back with your clothes. You don't know where you're going. You're praying to God that He's got a way up front there already. It's a lot. It was really a lot, but I can only give Him the glory for carrying me through. It's a lot. I can't even put it in words. I feel after all of this disappointment and all that there, what made me be able to pivot and to carry on as well at the same time and to keep pushing and to keep my head up was really start helping people around me and start looking what I've got. Because if you walk into my closet, it was overwhelmingly full. So me as an honest woman, I used to walk into my closet and I said, come ladies. I call them all from the village and they come and I give them clothes from my cupboard and I share what I have. Because worldly things I will not be buried with. And I appreciate everything God has done for me. Being told that I was emotionally unstable most of the time by lawyers and magistrates and everyone, because I've got the truth to the corruption and it's in black and white and it's in original form. It's very challenging to work against people who are of the law, that have authority, because I never had the opportunity. I was deprived of my dignity as a woman because I was not divorced under oath. I was not there. I was deprived to see that my signature is on that file, because there's nothing like that. I had to watch 9 women getting divorced in a court, and I wasn't called up to the box, but yet I was told I must be at court, I'm on the roll for the day. So I've had a lot of disappointment, but the things that happen around me, thank God, He has equipped me in full armor to have everything here. It might look like nothing to other people, but they've got no idea what it feels like to get in my bed in the evening and tell myself, how big must your bathroom be to use it? And I want people to live remembering that, because if you live like that, you will always take other people into consideration. Should I not have gone through all of this year and lockdown not happened, I would have lost my blessing and the challenge that God had put in front of me. So I need to complete my challenge, and God equipped me, obviously, by putting my fiancé on my path in this time when I was not ready to accompany anyone or to give love to anyone, because I couldn't even love myself. But I was softened up. I was able to go into a new relationship with blessings, knowing that I'm divorced, but I didn't know how. He has only completed me. Portia has only completed me. God gave me a humble and quiet man. And the reason he is probably the lid to my pot is because, or my pot to my lid, or whatever you want to call it, because he's humble and quiet. When I'm the opposite. I unfortunately don't deal with disappointment. So before it even strikes me, I've answered you. I've told you how it is. So he's taught me to be patient. He's taught me patience by planting. And we do things around this place that inspires me so much. He keeps me alive. He's been assisting me. We prayed for a vehicle. We were without transport for many months here. We've been here a year and 2 months now at the moment. Geraldine now, currently, emotionally, everything in one. Geraldine is a coconut concluded, just sitting there in neutral, not wanting to put it in first or reverse, or not wanting to go anywhere except where God's taking me. My trial will be soon by the grace of God. in Rustenberg Northwest Court for answers to my divorce and to redo it, or to just get granted to me what's honestly legally mine in this marriage that has passed. Our plans for the future with Alson Foundation and personally as well, Jody Bristol Global Operators, is to establish our village firstly. Our hope and dreams and prayers are that we manage to get our land back, which was taken from us illegally. We are legally busy trying to get it back. And we pray to God that He will grant it for us so that we are able and fully equipped for 2 stands, 1 community kitchen, the 2nd stand, a church for our village. Anybody who's interested in assisting us, we would appreciate anything. We are not choosy with what we get because we don't sell sponsors or donations. We share it with our community. Should anybody want to get a hold of us, we are available via email as well as Facebook, Alson Foundation page, Jody Bristol Global Operators page. I'd like us to be all over, reachable enough. Our cell phone numbers are available. No matter our challenges, no matter what we go through, no matter when it feels like there's no way out of things, just know that God's already got a way. He's already sorted it. So you're making yourself grave for nothing. Yes, we deal with the emotion, we deal with everything happening as well. But as I sit here today, I'm a soldier of faith. And I've never lost trust in God. Yes, I've detoured, but He's pulled me back. And that's also because I've been available to come back. So I pray that all our single ladies out there, all our single mothers, all our women going through pain, all our men, everybody getting abused, everybody in a spot where they feel like there's no hope, there's nothing in front of them, no future. You know what, the love of God is nothing compared to the love of a man or a woman walking this earth. And just that they know they will become soldiers. As for myself sitting here, I want them to believe, because this is it's my testimony.